In the spine-tingling realm of horror cinema, there are scarcely any films that can parallel the raw, unadulterated fright that The Exorcist emanates. This is a narrative that has lingered in the collective psyche, haunting audiences since its unsettling debut in 1973. Indeed, this movie didn't just scare people, it shook them to their cores. Its premiere was an event of unparalleled horror that left a trail of terror in its wake. Audiences reported feeling faint, left the theaters feeling nauseous, and in some more extreme cases even wanting to bolt for the exit midway. Reports of ambulances being called to deal with cases of hysteria and fainting were not unheard of. Such was the visceral reaction it invoked. The psychological shockwaves it triggered reverberated through society, creating an uproar that had never been seen before. The powerhouse of fear that it unleashed was a testament to the power of masterfully constructed horror cinema. The cultural shock it caused was profound, leading to debates about the nature of horror and its impact on viewers. Yes, dear viewer, this was the extraordinary and disconcerting power of The Exorcist, a testament to the captivating force of artfully crafted horror. Join me as we submerge into my world. Our story begins in a place that could be easily mistaken for an archaeological dig site in northern Iraq, an area littered with a myriad of artifacts, each etched with ancient inscriptions and symbols that whisper tales of civilizations long lost to time. The atmosphere here was shrouded in a heavy air of history and mystery. The dust seemed like the ash of millennia, carrying the weight of centuries beneath the souls of the explorers. The dim light from distant lanterns cast an eerie glow on the unearthed structures, accentuating their haunting allure. An elderly priest, an uncanny resemblance of Father Merrin, found himself at this site. Amongst the assortment of relics and shards, he stumbled upon an object that sent chills down his spine, a statue that was much more than just a piece of stone. Its demonic visage, etched with a menacing glare and twisted smile, served as the harbinger of a terror so profound, it threatened to shake the very foundations of his belief. This was a premonition of an impending storm, a storm that was soon to descend. Journeying from the dry expanses of Iraq, we land amidst the lively chaos of Georgetown. Here, we first meet Chris McNeil, a celebrated actress. Chris, who's adapting to the challenges of being a single mother, begins witnessing peculiar shifts in her 12-year-old daughter, Reagan. Reagan starts to adopt strange habits that are far removed from her usual demeanor. Simple conversations suddenly turn into aggressive confrontations, with Reagan hurling objects across the room in fit of inexplicable rage. Her usual gentle and warm personality is replaced by a cold, distant demeanor, often uttering phrases that are not her own. These worrying eccentricities soon amplify into terrifying tantrums and bewildering happenings. Instances of Reagan displaying an unnatural physical strength, speaking in tongues, and even levitating objects only add to the chilling anomaly. Reagan's usual innocent laughter is replaced with harsh, grating sounds, and her once clear, bright eyes now often glaze over, giving a scary, faraway look. This drastic and disturbing change in Reagan's behavior sends shivers down the spine and raises questions about what could be behind these terrifying. As the situation gradually descended into chaos, those in my immediate vicinity became utterly confounded. Medical professionals, doctors of great intellect and experience, were left scratching their heads, bewildered and directionless. They could not pinpoint any medical or psychiatric explanation, let alone propose a treatment for the bewildering transformation that Reagan was undergoing. Reagan, once a sweet, innocent child, seemed to be steadily consumed by an inexplicable, deeply unsettling force. Her once innocent features warped into something far from human, grotesque and monstrous. The transformation was not merely physical, but percolated into her very essence, metamorphosing her into a vessel for something malevolent and terrifying. This malevolent presence wasn't just lurking in the shadows. It communicative, interfering in eerie, obscure ways that sent chills down the spines of those who witnessed it. These occurrences flew in the face of all laws of normality, shattering our perception of reality and plunging us into a world of unending dread. The desperation and dread, once a creeping sensation, became an ever-present entity as the transformation escalated into something far more horrifying than any of us. Plunged deep into despair, I found myself turning toward the only beacon of hope I had left, my faith and the resilience that resided within the core of my being. I was a vessel of desperation, filled to the brim and teetering at the edge. It was then, in that sea of desolation, I made the unthinkable decision. An exorcism was the only answer. The choice sent chills down my spine, turning my blood into ice. It was not just a decision, it was a declaration of war. A war that brought the eternal battle of good versus evil right into the heart of my peaceful home, contaminating its sanctity. But it was not just I who was tormented. Father Karras, a man of faith and the shepherd leading us through our spiritual journey, was wrestling with his own demons. His faith was hanging by a thread, caught between the tangible reality of our situation and the divine principles he had sworn to uphold. The decision to perform an exorcism was not just a test for me, but also a trial of faith for Father Karras. It was a gamble where the stakes were not simply the pinnacle of my tale. The exorcism scene is a petrifying spectacle that offers more than just chills down the spine. Father Merrin, the battle-hardened exorcist, seasoned by years of spiritual warfare, and Father Karras, the tormented priest grappling with his faith, converge to confront the malevolent demon ensnared within Regan. The atmosphere in the room grows dense, almost palpable, as the clash of good and evil commences. The room convulses, walls pulsating in sync with the rhythm of their battle, a testament to the raw power this spiritual duel holds. The air grows cold, the lights flicker, and the demon within Regan unleashes a bone-chilling growl, amplifying the eerie aura enveloping them. Father Merrin, although seasoned, cannot hide the beads of sweat trailing down his forehead, reflecting the flickering light in the trembling ever so slightly as he clutches the crucifix. Father Karras, on the other hand, battles his internal demons, his eyes mirroring a tumultuous storm of doubt and determination. Their voices intermix with chants and prayers, fighting against the guttural growls of the demon, a disturbing symphony of sound echoing in the room. Their struggle goes beyond the physical realm, transcending into a spiritual tug-of-war, not just for Regan's soul, but for their own salvation. My narrative culminates in a poignant conclusion, where the menace is vanquished. But the victory doesn't come for free. The haunting saga of The Exorcist takes us beyond the surface to the aftermath of the exorcism. We see the toll it has taken on everyone involved. The physical exhaustion, the psychological trauma, and the lingering fear of the unknown. It's like an open wound, not fatal, but raw, painful, and enduring. The cost is substantial, the loss profound. Amidst all this, one cannot help but question the very essence of faith, the omnipresence of evil, and the resilience of the human spirit. The chilling narrative probes deep, urging us to introspect. Are we more than our faith? Can evil be absolute? And how far can the spirit go to survive? Indescribably unsettling, the story of The Exorcist leaves us pondering, unsettled, and contemplating the profoundly complex interplay of faith, evil, and the human spirit. In summary, my journey is a hair-raising one, starting from a tranquil beginning that quickly descends into a bone-chilling middle and culminates in a somber end. This journey, much like the spiritual struggles portrayed in The Exorcist, embodies a deeply personal experience of good versus evil, a battle where innocence and malevolence are constantly at odds. It mirrors the pervasive themes of faith versus doubt, where belief battles skepticism in a relentless test of wills. This expedition also highlights the power human spirit, evocative of the unwavering resilience displayed by Regan MacNeil in The Exorcist. It's a journey that not only instills fear, but also leaves an indelible imprint of the delicacy and might of my own humanity, much like the haunting after-effects of the classic. The debut of The Exorcist marks an indelible chapter in my story, as it unravels a stark warning of the monsters that sometimes reside deep within us. The sheer terror that the film instilled during its premiere is reflective of its spine-chilling narrative, a narrative that has retained its profound impact over the years. From its shocking beginning, marked by a heart-stopping scene of demonic possession, to its enduring legacy that continues to influence contemporary horror cinema, The Exorcist is an undeniable testament to its masterful storytelling. This iconic film broke boundaries and dared to explore our deepest fears, complexities of faith, and the terrifying unknown. It portrays a world where innocence can be corrupted and evil can dwell in the most unexpected places, forever haunting the annals of our collective fears. Remember, it's the potent force of our spirit that drives us to delve into our most dread-filled fears and profound beliefs. It's through the powerful lens of cinema that we're able to explore these emotions. The horror genre especially masters this art. What could be more terrifying or more intriguing than watching our nightmares and moral convictions come to life on the big screen? It's the chilling suspense, the fear of the unknown, the disturbing manifestations of our deepest anxieties that makes horror films a mirror reflecting our innermost selves. But it's not just about inciting fear. The horror genre also serves as a catharsis, allowing us to confront and process these fears in a safe environment, embracing the darkness and finding solace in the light. So as we immerse ourselves in the world of cinema, we must remember to brave the dark, because it's in the darkest corners that we truly begin to understand ourselves. And when the credits roll, we find comfort in the lights, knowing we've faced our fears and emerged stronger. Until our next cinematic adventure, stay brave, delve into the darkness, and always keep the lights on. Thank you for joining us on this chilling journey through The Exorcist. We hope you've been both horrified and moved, and that you've gained a deeper understanding of not just this film, but the power of horror cinema itself. I am a new creator, so I am sorry that I don't have money to buy images without watermark. If you enjoyed this exploration and want more, please don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps us out. And share this video with others who might appreciate this deep dive into the chilling world of The Exorcist. To ensure you never miss an update, subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon to turn on notifications. We've got plenty more explorations of cinematic masterpieces in the pipeline, and we'd love to have you along for the ride. Until next time, keep exploring the chilling world of cinema with us. Remember, it's not just about the fear, it's about understanding ourselves and our world a little better through the lens of these powerful narratives. Stay brave, delve into the darkness, and always keep the lights on.